I'm going to start with my questions right now. First of all, will you please tell us about the significance of course, your visit and how it will further bolster bilateral relations?
Well, the idea was to take a review of our bilateral relations. We've always had excellent relations, and there are no irritants in our bilateral relations. We're very happy about it. The idea was to have a comprehensive review and see how in the coming days we can deepen them further. The other side that I wanted to look at was that we have excellent political and diplomatic relations. You know, we support each other at international forums, we support each other international candidatures. That's very good. You know, Bahrain has been very generous and very supportive in our in FATF. You know, they have supported our point of view. They have stood by Pakistan on the Jammu and Kashmir dispute. What needs to be enhanced further is the economic partnership. The potential is there, it's huge, but the level of bilateral trade is insufficient. There are great opportunities of investment on both sides. You know, there are many areas where Bahraini investors can go and invest in Pakistan, especially in the new special economic zones that we are setting up along the economic corridor. And we have given incentives to foreign investors. They can repatriate their profits 100%. They enjoy a tax holiday, and if they import capital, you know, machinery and other capital goods, they will be exempted from custom duty. So that's very attractive. Similarly, there are many opportunities for Pakistani investors to invest here. The other objective was to convene the second meeting of the Joint Ministerial Commission, which we did. The two foreign ministers co-chair that meeting, and we had a good a comprehensive review of the understandings that were signed over the years, and we learned that there were 44 agreements and MOUs between Bahrain and Pakistan. Now the question is, to what extent have we converted those MOUs into tangible projects? And we focused on that. And we also focused on how do we develop a mechanism for a proper follow-up of a visit of this nature. So on the whole, it was a good, bilaterally things are good. Economically, there's a lot we can do in the days ahead.
And if you don't mind me asking, how do you value the deep-rooted, outstanding, of course, history between the two countries?
See, our relationship is based on historic ties, common faith, and in many ways similar values, cultural affinities. There are many Pakistanis who came to Bahrain decades ago. They were born, brought up here. You know, they have businesses here. They have contributed to the economic development of Bahrain. And we have a fairly large diaspora, over 100,000. You know, close to 130,000 Pakistanis are residing in Bahrain. They're contributing as professionals, as skilled professionals, as workforce in their construction and other areas. And there are many Pakistanis who have earned respect because of the services they have provided to the police and the armed forces. I was delighted to hear from everyone, from His Majesty to the Crown Prince to the Foreign Minister and the Interior Minister, that the level of trust they have in Pakistanis serving them here is amazing. And that was very, very heartening to know the kind of warmth, the kind of trust they have, and the way Pakistanis have served this country is gives me a lot of pride. So there's we have very strong fundamentals. The foundation is very strong. We need to build on it. Unfortunately, there was a gap. Our interaction wasn't as frequent as it ought to be. And my visit is to sort of reinvigorate those connections and to send a very clear message that Pakistan has been a friend, is a friend, and will continue to be a friend. We follow the same region. We have common challenges, and we have opportunities that we have to collectively avail. Bahrain is an important member of the GCC, and Pakistan fortunately has excellent relations with all members of GCC. So that's an additionality that we have, with this region. So we discussed how we can look at regional challenges like radicalization of societies that is happening, not just here, but everywhere. The world is becoming less tolerant, and I was very happy to learn from His Majesty how in Bahrain you are promoting tolerance and building a culture of tolerance, educating the youth, giving them the right values, which is very, very, very good. Then the challenge of organized crime, challenge of narcotics, the challenge of terrorism. All these challenges have to be addressed in a holistic manner through a regional approach, and we had good discussions on that as well. So it's an evolving, an ever-growing relationship, and I am going back reassured that Pakistanis enjoy respect here, and there's room for more. They can contribute more, as professionals, and they're keen to have more Pakistanis. We are contributing in training. We are contributing in capacity building. So that was very, very heartening.
Tell us more about the cooperation between the two countries in the field of trade and economics.
I said earlier on that there's a lot of trade and potential for investments and economic integration. We need to work on that. We realized that enough attention had not been paid to it, in the last, few, I would say, the last decade or so. We need to have a fresh look at what we can offer each other. There are many areas where we can contribute. We can contribute to your food security. We can contribute to your, your industrial growth, agriculture. You can contribute in many ways in the oil sector, in the mineral sector in Pakistan. You have aluminum, and that's a requirement for the construction industry in Pakistan. We have a huge construction program going on. We are building a lot of new schemes and houses, low income, low cost houses, and there, you can be of help. Tourism, how do we promote that? our coordination and cooperation in COVID-19 was very good. The way we helped each other overcoming this challenge was again very encouraging. The way Pakistani workforce was looked after, by providing them free vaccines, by relocation, through through special flights, stranded Pakistanis were sent home. So on the whole, it's a very good relationship. Our cooperation in the field of defense and security is excellent, and there's more that can be done.
Your Excellency, could you just shed some light on the educational sector? How do you cooperate with the Bahraini?
Well, we can contribute significantly, to the education sector. Pakistanis can be helpful. We have a lot of talent. We have experience. We have good universities, and we also realize that there are Pakistanis over here. Kuwait, we're grateful to the kingdom for having restarted the scholarship program, which was discontinued in 2012. That has now been restarted, and we are happy about that. But that's not enough. More youngsters who have been born and bred and educated here, after schools, they need to go to college. They need to go to universities, and the opportunities are somewhat limited for them. There could be a possibility of inviting leading universities from Pakistan to set up campuses here in Bahrain. Pakistanis can go and study there, and when they go back, there's continuity in their courses, in their studies, and many Bahraini students can benefit from the quality education that we can provide. So there are opportunities, of helping each other in the field of education.
Your Excellency, do you have any message for the citizens of Pakistan residing in Bahrain?
Well, my message is you have earned a lot of respect in this society.
Indeed.
Through your hard work. You are respected and you are recognized for your ability and for your talent. Stay loyal, stay committed, and be the ambassadors of Pakistan. Every walking Pakistani over here, in my eyes, is my ambassador. An individual who can create goodwill and can add to the phenomenal goodwill we have. And the message is that there is room for you to rise in the society. There are no taboos against you. There's nothing that will hold you back. If you're talented, if you have merit, then this society will allow you. The Bahraini society would allow you to grow further. That's a very, very comfortable position to be in.
Right. Would you like to add anything before we conclude?
Well, all I can say is I'm happy to be here. I wish there is more opportunity. I am grateful to the government of Bahrain for having invited me to the coming Manama dialogue. I intend to come and participate in that. So I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you.